Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. Today we are looking at new additions to the cash shop, the Mog Station, the Final Fantasy XIV online store, whatever you might want to call it, for today, the 15th of December 2023, wrapping up this year's event. Items added to the store then from the previous Starlight celebration. This includes the Starlight Steed, which is a single character mount, which is a reindeer with no saddle that we got last year, and also the authentic illuminated tree, the housing item from last year. The Starlight Steed then looks like this. It's pretty cool. It has some nice animations, and the authentic illuminated tree is quite nice as well. It's quite decorative. The snow here is not part of this. That's sold separately and was also from a previous event. Looks very nice, sort of glittery tree. And of course, you'll notice there's a brand new item that isn't Starlight related, which we recently looked at in another regional version of Final Fantasy. We'll look at that in just a second. First of all, let's look at the price then of these items. So the emote, the new emote, the Joyous Leaping set of 5 emotes is £7.44. The mount is £6.90 and the tree is £2.88 each in the United Kingdom. In dollarinos, that's $12 for 5 emotes, all of them different jumps, all combined into one package. We've got $12 for the Starlight Steed, and of course $5 for the illuminated tree, which appears to be a little bit more expensive than I thought it would be. In euros then, that's €9 for the emotes, $8.40 for the mount, and $3.50 for the tree. And our good old friends in Japan are paying 1,320 yen for 5 emotes, 1,320 yen for a mount, and 550 yen for a tree. So let's go quickly back to dollarinos. So what do we think then about the fact that 5 emotes is the same cost as a mount? I don't know. Personally, I think you've probably got more value in the emotes, but the mount is really nice as well. Let's go into the game then and look at these new emotes. Alright then, here we are in the game, a nice, airy, beautiful place known as the Grand Cosmos in Explorer mode difficulty, so we can look at these without any interruption and no day-night cycle to worry about. This then is the Ballroom Etiquette Joyous Leaping, an illustrated manual, it says, depicting the posing positions for socially acceptable expressions of airborne elation, used to learn the various /jump for joy emotes. So let's learn this one then. I was very happy to see this personally on the other regions, and I was happy to see that they finally added it here. So these are not persistent emotes, that is worth noting, but you can of course loop them if you go into your G pose. So we've got Jump for Joy 1, Jump for Joy 2, 3, 4, and 5. They vary slightly. Some are similar to each other if you've seen that other video. You'll also notice that we can only use these while stood up, and the keyboard command for that is /Jump for Joy 1 or JJ1 with a gap in between. Those are your keybinds. So then let's look at these. First of all, we've got Jump for Joy 1, which is a bit of a star jump. Let's have another look at that one very quickly. Yeah, but that's where the legs are tucked in there. I don't know if you'll notice that. But yeah, they tuck the legs in as they jump. That's key because some of them are different. Jump for Joy 2. So you notice the slight difference there. Don't know if that's even visible. So we've got Jump for Joy 1, which was that one. And then we've got Jump for Joy 2, where the face is actually completely different. Then we've got Jump for Joy 3, which is more of like a fist pump into the air as a jump, isn't it? And of course, we've got Jump for Joy 4, which this time, as you'll notice, the legs stay much straighter in comparison to Jump for Joy 2 and 1. And then, of course, we have Jump for Joy 5, which is the most unique out of all of them, in my opinion, because it's basically a side jump. Yeah, like a superhero jump. Whee! Very cool stuff. As we look at these then, let's just talk about them. The difference between the emotes is very small in some cases. However, from the offset, it must be said that when you take pictures of these in G-pose and you actually pause them side by side, it's fairly clear to see the differences between them. And of course, if you are in like a static or a group that clears content and you want to take some pictures, that's exactly what these are for. You pause them exactly when people are jumping at certain moments, and you can have everybody looking slightly different rather than having repetition. I much prefer having packs of emotes like this. I wish that in the game itself, from in-game earned emotes, that we could get packs of them with variations rather than just one. I know it's quite greedy for me to say that, but I think that ultimately a lot of people would be happy to have slight variances, because everybody goes for the same poses when it comes to like clearing a boss, and then you've got the awkward moment of, do I change or does the other person change first? So yeah, that's something I would like to see put into the base, actual game itself. Different variations or packs of different types of the same emote. But in terms of the cash shop, it's going to be based on your own personal preferences. These are optional items. If you're big into your emotes, you're going to probably want to pick these up. If you're the sort of person that goes, that looks like a waste of time, then it certainly is to you. But I can see a lot of people getting a lot of mileage out of these. I'll probably use these quite often for thumbnails. For a bit of variation is always nice to have. But there are plenty of great emotes in the actual game that I would argue are a lot better than these, that are free. So there we go. It is also worth mentioning there is a sale on currently. This is a Starlight Celebration sale. If you actually click on the store straight away, it says the sale will be open until the 4th of January 2024 at 10:59 p.m. PST. So bear that in mind. In terms of the sale then, we have everything you can imagine that people would want, including Fantasias. If you're a Fantasia addict, you're going to be very excited by this. Of course, we've got Tales of Adventure, the boosts, the job boosts, the story skip, and so on and so forth. There's lots of previous year's Heaven's Turn event items, obviously for sale as well, orchestron rolls. Basically, you just want to have a look at this yourself. Lots of seasonal items, all slashed down in various prices. I wouldn't say that there's a flat rate to go by. It's not like everything's 50% off. Some are greater deals than others. Personal picks for me would be probably some of the minions like Squirrel Emperor, some of the barding, and maybe some of the outfits like the choir attire. Anyway, much love. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.